The free TV app to start streaming now.
Started. Oh wait, the party's over. We've got to clean up. That's always my job. My husband does the cooking, I do the cleaning. In fact, I actually had to teach him how to use a vacuum before I left town. So hopefully he's vacuuming right now, but I'll tell you what I don't have. I don't have the Shark. And this is our brand new today's special. We are giving you nearly 50% off retail. This isn't any Shark. It's a brand new bottle. It's the newest technology. It has everything that you love about our Shark vacuums. Powerful suction, the lift away technology. It's lightweight, it's portable. It's your floor vacuum. It's your home vacuum. It is floor to ceiling with all the attachments, but this one has some really cool extras. See that little dial? That's your odor neutralizer. It keeps your house smelling fresh. It also has a floor detection technology. It actually can detect what type of floor that you're vacuuming. It automatically switches from bare floor to carpet. How about that? And then back again. But this is the best part ever. It has a reverse vacuum. Wait for it. I know what you're thinking, because I thought the same thing. Don't all vacuums have suction when you reverse? Well, I've learned something about vacuums today, something new. They don't. This one does. This is brand new technology. It actually vacuums forward and backward. It vacuums in both directions, so you get vacuuming done twice as fast. We're giving you a phenomenal value that is the best in the country. We're doing it here today as our today's special. I'm so glad you're watching, because we've got 3 colors remaining. We're going to sell out of one this hour. The first one is the burgundy. That is the original. That is our most limited. So last call on the burgundy. Then I want to introduce you to 2 exclusive colors you'll only find here at HSN. This one is our blue. We're calling it blue iris. This one we're calling purple ash, but I will say it reads more like a gray. There's just like a hint of a dusty lilac shade to it. 3 colors. You can't go wrong. You're getting all the attachments, but you are getting a value of $398. This is a $398 vacuum. Today, we're doing it nearly 50% off. This is the lowest price that we found. We're introducing a brand new model. We've got new technology. We've got everything on 5 FlexPay, and I want to just walk you through what you're going to see next on your screen, because these are all the features you want from a name brand that you know, love, and trust. You love Shark vacuums. Lift away. It cleans intelligently. It's the power fins. They grip. They capture more dirt, they pull it out of the rug, and here's the best part, no hair gets wrapped around the roll. This is the floor detection. It detects what floor you have. It also detects what direction you're cleaning in. I don't even know what direction I'm cleaning in, but this one actually is so smart. It does the cleaning for you. With the odor neutralizer, it has anti-allergen technology. It emits cleaner air because it has the HEPA filtration system. All the attachments, everything you want at a price that you can afford. You're actually saving more than you're spending. I am so thrilled that you're watching. In fact, I'm going to show you a few of these great features, because with the burgundy, I think we're going to say last call if you do want the burgundy. You see how lightweight it is? This is a powerful upright. This is not the 20-pound upright. This is not the 13-pound upright. This is so easy and lightweight. It weighs less than the groceries that you carry home. I also love that everything is right here at your fingertips. You click and release. You click and release. Now I'm doing some dusting. Now I'm cleaning out the baseboards. You can pop that back in when you want to release the entire nozzle. Click and release. Now I've got the nozzle. Now I'm going up high. Now it can go down low. I'm not doing anything because everything quickly releases. If you want to go ahead and release the very top, all you do is pop this off, and now I can go wherever I need to go. Need to go up the stairs? Need to do the stairs one at a time? You can actually set this down. You can relieve the wand, and then you can leave the base behind. It's the most awesome, incredible vacuum that you've ever seen. And today from Shark, I think we are selling out if you do want it in our fabulous burgundy. Okay, final dozen remaining. Yeah, let's go ahead and start vacuuming, because I'll tell you what, there's one thing I know how to do, and that's vacuum. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to garden. I will be the first to admit that. But one thing I do almost daily with a dog, with a husband who likes to leave coffee grounds all over the floor, one thing I know how to do is vacuum. So all you do is press the red button, okay? I'm actually going to start back here and show you that with the floor detection technology, it knows when I'm vacuuming on a bare floor, okay? And then I'm simply going into the carpeting. Did you hear that? Oh yeah. Now it's kicking on the full power. And it doesn't matter if you have dogs, if you have daughters, if you've got a lot of hair, if you've got a lot of fur, if you've got a lot of fuzz. Not only does it pull it in with that incredible brush roll, no hair gets wrapped around. It's actually vacuuming forwards and backwards. It's vacuuming in both directions. Do you know this is brand new technology? We have never ever offered this in HSN history. Shark likes to break the mold. They are the pioneers. They are the innovators. They have hundreds and hundreds of patents. Everyone else tries to be Shark, but they're not going to be Shark today. And even if you could find this model out there at retail, you would not get it for nearly $200 off. We are very, very busy with this Shark. We have already sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Actually, more than 3,000. I lost count. More than 3,000. Here's an update. Burgundy just sold out. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to this beautiful burgundy. You've been such a good, trusty friend throughout the day. Now the most popular is going to be the purple ash, which is really more of a silvery gray, to be honest, but we like to be fancy. We like to give it a fancy name. It's purple ash, but that's a great classic gray. And if you want another exclusive color here, it is available for you in the blue. This does everything you want it to do. Here are all the tools that you're getting. You're getting all the accessories that you need. Do you want to also work on odor in your home? This has an odor neutralizer. You just crank up the dial when you want more odor neutralizing. This gives you 3 different attachments. You have your crevice tool, you have your fabulous, calling this our floor nozzle, and you also have the upholstery tool, which is exclusive here at HSN. You can automatically change between floors. You can go from bare floor to carpet. You can go forwards and backwards. We have never, ever in the history of HSN, in the history of Shark, offered a vacuum that goes both directions with powerful suction. I'm going to toss it over to Megan Clemente. She is live in our studios in Florida while I'm up north in Pennsylvania. But Megan, doesn't matter what state you live in, the messes seem to follow me wherever I go.
I love it. I love it. And I'm so excited that everyone's loving Shark too. The fact that Burgundy is already out is crazy because it has been selling like wildfire. Now, you guys are seeing this demo right now. This is the deal. We have technology that I've never been able to offer to you before, and it's called Detect Technology. I had to say it slow because it's a tongue twister. But what it's going to do is it's going to tell me when I'm on hard floor versus when I'm on carpet, and it's going to do something else. Reverse technology. Now, I'm going to show it to you. So if you are listening and not watching, come to the TV because you got to see it to believe it. Most of our vacuum cleaners do not vacuum in reverse. And I will show you that right now with our Shark vacuum. So this is an older model, not the D-Tech that we're selling today. And I'm going to do a pattern of simply going forward. And now I'm going to go in reverse because this is what we all do, right, Sarah? We back up. And when we get to the end, we move forward again. But look, Sarah, look at everything that was left behind. And even when I move my Shark, you're gonna see that there's that line of dirt. This is why I tell you, traditional vacuum cleaners do not vacuum in rehearse. But you know what? Leave it to Shark. They see our problems, they fix our problems. We have IntelliSense sensors that are gonna go and see, okay, we're moving forward, we need a suck from the front. We're moving backwards, let's direct our suction to the back so that when I move forward, I can literally pick this up out of the way, and you're seeing, ta-da, nothing is there. I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna fix my old mess that my old Shark left behind, and my Shark Detect is gonna make sure that this floor is absolutely beautiful and spotless. So now you can see, this is the kind of clean we always wanted, right?
You know, Megan, I'm still blown away. When I read, oh, it vacuums forward and backwards, I thought, doesn't every vacuum do that, Megan?
Right. Yeah, so that's the deal. It actually does not. I can pop this off, because remember, we have lift away advanced technology, and I'm gonna flip this over. There is a skirt that is under here, and this is a very important skirt. This is gonna make sure that when we're vacuuming from the front like this, that anything that gets kicked back doesn't fly behind us, scattering. The problem is your vacuum cleaner at home has a stationary skirt. Shark made theirs pliable. So when I go in reverse, it folds down, allowing the dirt to make contact where the suction happens, and boom, that's how we get reverse technology.
That's so impressive. There are so many features that we have never offered in any Shark. Even if you have a Shark that you bought 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago here at HSN, it does not have these features. It is time to upgrade. This is like a whole new level of cleaning. I love it. On all bare floors, carpet, tile, linoleum, you've got runners, you've got stairs, bright LED lights. They actually seek out the dirt. They find the dust. In fact, if you're doing this on a bare floor, it's like a polishing and dusting vacuum. Your doors, your floors are going to be so very clean. First time ever we've offered reverse cleaning. First time ever we've offered the Hair Pro 360 brush roll on the Today's Special. And first time ever we're doing a Shark with this technology at nearly $200 off. Are you going to get yours? We just sold out of the burgundy. We have 2 colors left. Next to go will be the purple ash, which I have it right here in front of me. And why don't I just vacuum a little bit while we get settled in our new studio, because I feel like I should just, you know, make sure that it's warm and welcoming for all the other hosts that are coming this way. I'm going to turn it on, Megan. And again, it's really easy to push. It only weighs a few pounds, and yet it's vacuuming forward, and I'm going to go straight back. Straight back. It will leave no crumb behind. I'm going to do the angle. I can imitate you, Megan Clemente. I can do what you do here in Pennsylvania.
I have no doubt.
I'm going backwards. Is there anything spitting out the back? Am I leaving a pile of crumbs behind me? No. It's actually grabbing every little piece of debris, whether it's sugar, whether it's flour, whether it's salt, whether it's coffee grounds, all those little crumbs that seem to end up on my kitchen floor every day. Now look at the shine. Did I polish the floor? Did I mop the floor? Did I clean the floor? Did I wax the floor? No, I can actually see my very own reflection in the floor. It is that bright and that shiny. So final call if you want our purple ash. It's really kind of like a dusty gray color. That is very popular. We also have it for you in our color that we're calling the blue iris. Here's your chance. This is the vacuum that you've been waiting for. If the vacuum that you have right now is driving you crazy, I mean, it's too heavy, it's not giving you the powerful suction, or you don't have all the accessories to get the job done from floor to ceiling, now is the time to upgrade. It's basically, you get buy one, get one free with this vacuum. And I never get to say that, because basically you could buy 2 for the price of 1 out there at retail, Megan. So thank you to you. Thank you to everyone at Shark who gave us the best deal in the country today on this brand new Shark.
You know, it's funny, I know you were just talking about price, but in my head, I was like, well, you're buying one, you're kind of getting 3, right? Because you're getting the handheld, and then you're also getting kind of like a corded stick, right? So that you can get into those small, narrow places. But you're also getting the floor unit that also has lift-away technology. So you're getting all this stuff, but yet you're getting it at half the price of what one unit would cost. And no matter how you split the financials or the technology, you know at Shark, you know you're gonna have the best suction possible, because that is what Shark does so well. So I'm gonna do our favorite little trick over here. I'm going to show you that our pod is filled with cereal. I'm going to show you that we're using the handheld, because it doesn't matter how you are using it. The idea behind our Shark Detect is you're in control. So even when you're in the handheld, you're going to get that max suction. And I'm going to come down here with my billiard balls, and I'm just going to show you how strong the Shark Detect is. So down here, I got my billiard balls. Sarah, I don't know, can you hear that from PA? Here, because that suction is throwing these billiard balls all the way up to the top. I just did an entire rack of balls. That's 15 of them. I'm working on the second rack right now, and notice I don't have 20-something billiard balls falling on me right now. Why? Because of that Shark suction. We got, let's see, 29, 30, 31, 32, because we had 2 full racks, plus we had the 2 cue balls. Now I'm gonna come over to the side, and I want you guys to notice something. I'm gonna put this on min suction. You're gonna watch the balls go down, and I'm gonna suck them back up. So that's the difference. Minimum suction, maximum suction, right? Why is that important to you? Because when I tell you you get full versatility, I want you to feel comfortable that when you grab your Shark Detect and you want to go work on your drapes or on your decorative pillows, that you can slide this here from suction max to min and have confidence you're not going to hurt your delicate items. That you can go to your mattress, that you can go to your couch, that you can go to your drapes, and the drapes aren't going to end up inside of your Shark. They're just going to be beautifully clean because you put it on max, or excuse me, you put it on minimum suction versus max. That's just another way that the Shark engineers have gone over and beyond to make sure that whatever you need when you're cleaning your entire home, you have in one unit.
Well, Megan, I know you got another great demo there. Show us what's stinky and what's smelly.
We are. We're stinky and we're smelly, and our animals are stinky and they're smelly. But you know what? In our home, when you have a Shark Detect, you're not going to smell them anymore, because we are giving you that odor neutralization. This is something that we've offered before, but we're including it when it comes to this specific model. Again, we're talking about the best technology that Shark has, all being tossed into one vacuum cleaner. So with that odor neutralization, I'll show you, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. It's this little puck at the bottom. It has this great fresh scent, but the whole entire point of it is not to fill up your room with a beautiful scent, which it does do because it helps freshen the air. Its major point is that when you put it in, you're gonna line up those arrows and you're gonna dial it up for more, down for less, and that scent is going to go inside of your Shark Detect, and it's going to neutralize the odors. So when you have that clean air, or that air coming out of the exhaust, you can have comfort knowing that that air coming out is actually cleaner than when it went in. You also know that we have 3 different filters. You're going to have your foam filter, which cleans with just cold water. You're going to have your felt filter underneath, and if I come down here, this guy pops out, and this is real true HEPA, Sarah. So we're talking about 99.97% of all the allergens and the dust and the dander, they're getting trapped on here. Not just flying through it, but literally getting trapped. So again, when you have air coming out of the exhaust, you know it's literally cleaner coming out than it was going in.
And that's what we love. I mean, HEPA filter, that's the gold standard, right? Whether you buy, you know, a Shark here or buy a vacuum anywhere else, go for the HEPA filtration system. You're going to be absolutely thrilled. So I've got updates for you. The purple ash is now our most popular color. It's really like a soft gray. I think both men and women will appreciate that purple ash color. So that looks pretty slick, pretty fancy. If we want if you want the update there, we have 2100. We also have the fabulous blue iris, and that's like a bright blue, like your classic royal blue. If you love a favorite color, choose it now. They both work the same, and they're both at 50% off the retail price. This is like a $400 vacuum, $398 to be exact. But when you can get a $400 vacuum for less than $200 and you can get it on FlexPay of 40 bucks, I would not hesitate. This has more technology than any vacuum I have owned in the past. If you've been struggling to find a great vacuum, or if you've been disappointed with the vacuum that you've purchased in the last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, this is where technology is going. It's going to cut your vacuuming time in half. I'm going to vacuum this little pile right here, because one thing I love about the Shark, it is so aptly named. A shark, it's a monster. It's a beast. It's the apex predator of the ocean. And you are going to plow through, whether it's cereal, whether it's crumbs, whether it's your coffee grounds, whether it's your cocoa, your sugar, anything that you make or do or break during the day, that was no match for the Shark. That's why we love this value, and that's why we want to get this out to you. Couple things I want you to know. First of all, how easy is this to purchase? You might be watching HSN for the first time. I'll tell you what. We're not going anywhere. We've been around for more than 40 years. You can trust HSN. You can also trust Shark as the pioneers and the innovators in the world of vacuums today. They are really one of the premium market leaders in the world of vacuums. If you read any sort of review magazine, if you love what consumers are saying about vacuums, Shark is always in the top 3. People love Shark vacuums. We've never done vacuuming forward and reversing. We've never done cleaning twice as fast. We've never done a vacuum that cleans in both directions. We've never done, look at that size, the size of the bin. Now that's impressive, right? You can clean and clean and clean and clean before you have to empty that. You're getting the HEPA filtration system. You're getting a 5-year warranty. You're getting a vacuum that is so easy to adapt. Whatever you need to do, maybe you're vacuuming and you're like, wait, I see a little spot. I've got to pick that up. I need that as a nozzle. Go ahead, do a little dusting while you're vacuuming. You can go ahead and release the wand all the way and say, oh, I see a spider web. No more spider webs, no more cobwebs. Go ahead, get right up there. I'm 5'6". How much taller is this? Another 4 or 5 feet? So I've got great reach. I don't think my ceilings are even this tall. So I'm gonna need to buy a bigger house for my Shark vacuum. If you want to order this, right now is the time. Right now is the place. You can go online to hsn.com. You can little scan that QR code with your camera app on your smartphone. Just tap the link. It takes you right there. And then you can take the next 5 months to pay this off. You don't have to pay $200 today. I know it's a considered purchase, but if you want a vacuum with a great brand name that's going to be designed for the future, we have never done this technology until today. $40 gets it home. We're going to throw in free shipping and handling. That saves you another $16 and change. But if you want the best of the best, and you always get powerful suction with Shark. So Megan, all the features you want at a price that you can afford, right?
Absolutely, and that's the thing. I have brought you so many great Shark vacuums, and they all have something special. But all of a sudden, you get to the Shark D-Tech, and you're like, wait a second. We're getting all the amazing features. We're getting the Shark D-Tech, where it's going to be able to know on its own whether I'm on carpet or I'm on hard floors. That means I don't have to bend over and change anything. That means if I forget, it doesn't matter because it knew to do it for me. It also knows how stinky or musty or smelly my home might be, and it's going to freshen the air around me. It's going to make sure that I'm breathing in better air than I was previously because of that true HEPA. It has anti-allergy complete seal. It has all of these amazing features on it, and yet we're offering it for less than one of our most popular brands. Right now, our Navigators on HSN, it's like $20 or $30 more, and it doesn't have the Shark Detect, and it doesn't have this most advanced brush roll, right? So like we think about this, we're like, this isn't just a great deal. It is better than all of our other ones that are currently out there right now. And one of the things that has just been screaming today is the fact that it does have Shark Detect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this on. I want you to look right here, and I'm gonna glide over from the hard floor to the carpet, and you're gonna watch the light jump from one side to the other. That is my Shark Detect saying, hey, I realize you started on the hard floor. You see that it's on your right side, which is my left side. And when I go over, it's already changed. If you missed it, watch one more time. I'm gonna back up, it jumped back over to the hard. Now I'm gonna go back to the carpet, it jumped to the carpet. Without me having to do anything, it knew. And Sarah, I am looking at this mess right now. This is like, I'd say a crafter's dream, but also a crafter's nightmare. And it just makes me think of my girlfriend, Susanna. Her sweet daughter, Alex, loves arts and crafts. I mean, she is always sharpening color pencils, and shavings are getting everywhere. And the beautiful thing about this vacuum is that Susanna's daughter, Alex, can take care of it herself. She doesn't need to go to her mom and say, hey, I made a mess, can you help me clean it? This has that detect. All that Alex has to do is turn on the vacuum, and as she's running backwards, if she's going forwards, if it's on hard floor, if it's on the carpet, it doesn't matter. Sweet Alex doesn't have to fix it. It's doing it for her, right? So I'm gonna go again over to my hard floor, and if you listen, you'll hear the motor go just a little bit quieter. That's because when I'm on the carpet, it actually is rotating the brush roll up to 4 times faster. What that means for you is we're gonna have better grip when it comes to our carpet to get embedded hair out. What that means to you is that musty stuff that is deep down into the carpet is gonna have a better grip to get it out so that it's not so stinky. And of course, as you mentioned on the hardwood floor that's in the PA studio, when you go over your hardwood floors or your tile, even that stuck on dust, we have the Power Fins technology, which means it's not bristles, excuse me, gliding across. We have more of a squeegee effect that's gonna really make sure that we're getting the best clean ever. And when we're done, we're simply going to lift this up, spin it around. You'll see the little gray tab here. And when we push it, we have a trap door and everything falls out. Notice I'm not dirty. I don't have to get cleaned up. The Shark has done all my dirty work for me.
I love that, because you don't have to buy any bags. You don't have to buy any filters, right? So what do you have to spend money on in the future? Nothing, just throwing a really great party so you have a really big mess to clean up. I've got updates for you.
Exactly.
These are going very, very quickly. Just in the last few minutes, 500 have been spoken for. More than 3,600 spoken for the entire day. The purple ash will be the next color to sell out. As you can see, it's just kind of like a beautiful kind of dusty lilac gray color. So kind of a sleek industrial look. I think you'll love it in that beautiful ash. Or of course, if you want to pop a color, if you want to smile every time you vacuum, go for the blue if that's your favorite color. Everyone is getting all the new exclusive features. No one in the world today can come close to our price. No one has this technology. Believe it or not, this is the first forward and reverse vacuuming that we've ever done here on HSN. This is the only vacuum I've ever presented in more than 20 years of live shopping with you that vacuums as you go forward, but it also vacuums on the way back with a different circular motion, so you never miss a crumb. It actually cuts down your vacuuming to half the time, right? And also, what are you getting? Floor detection technology. It knows what floor you're vacuuming on. You don't have to choose. Am I on hard floors? Oh, I forgot to switch it over to the carpeting, and now I have to do the carpet all over again. Remember all those little toggles? You don't have to bend down anymore. Everything's right there at your fingertips. You can carry it around the house because it's the lift away technology. You can get your dusting done, you can get your upholstery done, you can get the drapes, you can do the ceiling fans, you can do the cupboards and the closets and the cabinets. You can go all the way up from the baseboards to that very high mantle. Wherever you are in your home, you've got a Shark. This is the only Shark that you need, and if you want to order yours, it's our incredible best value of the day. Get it home for $40. If this isn't everything that we say it is, well, you can return it. We always have a 30-day return policy. But when you've got a powerful vacuum, Megan, I would love for you to do another great demo there for us, because everyone can see at home. Once you get it home, I think it's going to really exceed every expectation.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. I'm going to show you the Shark Challenge in just a second, but let me show you that both forward and reverse technology, because this is such a great shot where you're able to see underneath. You know, normally when we vacuum, we see what's happening on top. This is like the carpet's eye view of what's happening from underneath. So I'm going to tilt this back, we're going to turn it on, and yes, of course, I'm going to be moving forward, and you're going to see that Shark logo really disappear. But we do have dust and debris around it, so when I travel backwards, all of that is actually disappearing into the back. I'm gonna go up again and take care of this side. Instead of it piling up and making a big mound, I can turn this off and I can lift it up, and I can have total comfort in knowing that this transparent glass that cannot hide anything, like if it's there, you're gonna see it. It's totally clean because everything has been put into your shark. Sarah, as you were saying, there are so many different ways that you're gonna be utilizing this. I just realized when I was cleaning my home the other day that I've always cleaned my stairs by utilizing the handheld, which I'll do in a second, but I just wanna bring it home. Even with me working with Shark for 2 years, I just realized that I can clean my stairs like this. And instead of worrying about, uh-oh, am I gonna fall off the stairs? I can do the first 6 to 7 steps without even having to lean the floor, because we know with our stairs, they're gonna really pile in at the crease line. And I can just keep going, boom, boom. And I never had to get on a step. I never had to get, let's say, on a ladder or on a chair if I'm trying to get up to something high. This has empowered me. It's given me independence. And okay, I'm in my 40s. That might not sound like a big deal, but my mom is 82. This has given my mom independence. So that if there's a spider, all she has to do is unclick this and do the little foot pedal, and she can get the cobwebs. She can get and clean out the vents. She can get along the edges of things or behind things, and she can do it herself. She doesn't have to wait for someone to come home or a neighbor to visit her, because she has the tools that will allow her to do it herself. And when it comes to all these tools, you see all this crazy hair right here? This is me. If you have animals, if you are a shedder, I am the animal in my home. I always go back that my absolute favorite technology is the fact that you're getting those brush rolls. So on the floor right here, I have 2 sets of hair. It's exactly the same. We got short hair, long hair, pet hair, human hair, you name it. What you want to know, that yes, all sharks are going to do this. All sharks are going to grab that hair and bring it into the vacuum cleaner so that your carpet looks great. But what makes this one so special is that when I tilt it back, this is a self-cleaning brush roll. Sarah, I know you love this. I know you do, because now we don't have to clip, cut, grab, whatever. We're not cleaning our brush roll anymore. It is cleaning itself. This is its favorite technology all on its own, and this happens to be one of our most advanced. This one's called the Hair Pro 360. And again, self-cleaning brush roll, and I can tell you, legal lets me say it, no hair wrap. And Guy, you'll love this, Sarah. Guy told me it's not the hair, it's the floss that usually gets stuck.
Dental floss.
So now his floss won't get stuck anymore.
Okay, can I just ask all the partners and spouses and husbands of the world, why does the floss not quite go in the trash can? Why does it always miss its mark?
Great question.
It always just ends up on the bathroom floor. I actually don't know who lives in my house, but they leave a big mess. Oh, wait, it's just me and my husband. It can be crumbs. Almost every day I look at the kitchen floor and I'm vacuuming the kitchen floor over and over again. Well, that's just how we live our lives, right? That's what we're always in a rush. We're making a sandwich. Maybe someone wipes the counters and it goes more on the floor than it does on the sponge. This is life. We need a great vacuum. When you have a great vacuum, it makes your life so much easier. It'll cut your cleaning time in half. You won't be worrying about carrying it upstairs or downstairs. You can go from floor to ceiling. You have all the attachments. You have all the reach. I think the cord length is also impressive, Megan. I think it was coming in at over 20 feet, right? Like if this is plugged in,
yes,
I'm going to go all the way.
Feet.
I'm going to vacuum all the way over here. Where's the cord? 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 25 feet means that's probably bigger than my entire living room, dining room, kitchen area. So you can go all the way across the house, which is really impressive. The fact that you never have to cut the hair's never going to wrap on your roll ever again. I just don't want you to miss out. You wait all year for a Shark Today's Special. We only do like 1 or 2 a year with an upright like this, the powerful corded version with all the upgrades. This is worth every single penny for all these upgrades at under $200. Vacuums forwards and backwards. Your vacuum doesn't do that. Detects what floor you're vacuuming on. It kicks into a higher gear when it needs to dig out the embedded dirt and the dust and the grime. Your vacuum doesn't do that. Your vacuum doesn't have this style and size of canister. Your vacuum doesn't do this. Look at how easy it is. Let's say I'm vacuuming the floor. Okay, I'm vacuuming the floor. I'm vacuuming the floor. That's easy. That's easy. Suddenly, I want to vacuum up here. I simply put on the attachment. Maybe I see some dog hair on the couch. Who keeps jumping on the couch? Well, it's probably my dog. There you go. Look at the dog hair. Look at how the vacuum pulls it in before I even get there. And it really gets deep into the carpet. So that's your upholstery tool. Then when I'm done, I take off the tool, I pop it back here, and I can simply go back to vacuuming. Now, did you hear that? The motor just turned on. It sensed that I was on carpeting. I'm on carpeting. I'm on carpeting. So now it's going to dig deep, whether it's all the crumbs. Maybe, you know, we're walking in. It's summer. You've been out in the gravel road. You've been out in the garden. Really gets into all these little textures. I mean, this is not an easy carpet to vacuum. They gave me a challenge here in Pennsylvania. It's got a lot of grooves. It's got a lot of cool texture. But then I stop because I see, oh, here's another mess. I'm going to pop this open. Now I take my crevice tool, which is right here. I'm going to pop on my crevice tool, and I'm going to pick up all the cereal, all the crumbs. I do tend to eat some snacks in front of the television. It's my favorite pastime. I also discovered a really yummy cookie bakery near my place, which is, you know, that's just a disaster waiting to happen. So wherever I go, whatever I eat, I have a vacuum that does the job. If you want this purple ash, this will be the next color to sell out. We might only have blue for the next presentation. If you want the purple ash, which is really like kind of a soft gray, we only have about 1,900 remaining for the entire day. And again, when I'm ready to empty, oh, look at that. I don't have to carry the whole vacuum around. I don't have to buy a bag. Do you know what a hassle it is to buy replacement bags? Have you ever had to look up your exact make, your exact model of a vacuum bag, and then you have to wait for them to get delivered? No one has to do that. You get all the filtration. You get HEPA filtration. That's a big deal in a vacuum. It's not just vacuuming your carpets. It's also cleaning the air. It's removing 99.9% of the dirt, the dust, the allergens, the dust mites, the skin cells. Oh, it just gets weirder and weirder, right? All the stuff that's lying around. You need a Shark. This is the one that you have been waiting for. This is the most powerful, the most high-tech, the most upgraded vacuum we've ever done, and you get all of that for under $200. So here's what I want you to do. Drop it in your cart, and then you've got to check out. Don't leave it sitting in your cart. Just get it home. Take it for a test drive. This isn't everything that we say it is. You've got 30 days. Try it out every single day. Try something new. If this doesn't make your life easier, if this doesn't save you time, I think you'll be really, really thrilled with your purchase. It's not every day we get a vacuum like this under $200. I think you're just going to be so over and beyond thrilled with your purchase. Here's what you need to do. Place your order, drop it in your cart, and then check out, because once these are gone, these are gone. We will not repeat this as a today's special. So Megan, I know you've got some great more demos to share with us. And also, let's go over a full tour again of all those fabulous features, everything anybody at home might need to know. I have to say, I love how lightweight it is.
Yes. Okay, so I actually looked this up. The average vacuum that is an upright is between 16 and 19 pounds, and they can go actually over 21 pounds. Your Shark Detect is only 13, so we actually can say lightweight because it is so much lighter weight than what's on the market. And you get so much technology even with that lightweight. You're going to get the Floor Detect. That is the IntelliSense sensor that knows hardwood versus carpet. It also knows going forward versus backwards. If you got animals, if you've got kids, then you got odor. And we have odor neutralizer, and that's going to neutralize the odor inside of the vacuum, which, by the way, cannot escape because you're getting anti-allergen complete seal. And when that air comes out of the exhaust, you're also going to have true HEPA filtration, so you really know you're getting cleaner air coming out than was going in. Now, I just want to compliment Sarah really quick because Sarah is not with me right now. There was no run through, there was no walk through. She just saw this for the first time, and she just cleaned up like 5 or 6 messes as if she was a pro. That's what's going to happen to you when you get your Shark home. And then you're going to do the Shark Challenge. I want you to look at one of your carpets. If it's clean, great. If it's not, that's fine too. You're gonna take your vacuum cleaner and you're gonna clean it. I'm looking at this floor right now and I'm saying, gosh, this looks clean. Like I would roll around with my kids. I would do yoga or Pilates on this floor right now. But you know better because you know your shark has more suction and that it's gonna be able to work both forward and in reverse. And so what I want you to do is you're gonna turn it on and you're just gonna simply do one pass cleaning, because remember, your Shark Detect is cleaning in reverse. So when you cut that diagonal back to start a new lane, you can have full comfort knowing it actually is cleaning in the reverse. After you do that one pass cleaning, I want you to look inside of your canister. If there's nothing there, then congratulations, return your Shark Detect because you have a great vacuum. But if you're like most people out there, that's gonna happen. And you're gonna find out that there's all this gross nastiness that's been hiding deep down in your carpets. If it's animals, you're gonna find that it's a lot of hair that is embedded deep down. Most of us are gonna have dirt and sand. Sarah, you know, this is the stuff that when you have it in your carpets, it's actually cutting away at the carpet fibers. You're losing the beauty of your carpet, which can be very expensive. And this is your way to freshen it up. We're gonna get those things out, and by doing so, we're also gonna get the odor out.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. This is what you're gonna do with all the free time that you have when you're not vacuuming, because you just did it in twice the amount of time. You just did it twice as fast, right? It's vacuuming forward and backward. So you can now kick back and relax. Megan, it does stairs in a heartbeat.
I know, right? It's so fast. And you're getting all the tools that you could possibly need to go anywhere in your home. So when I put this down, I want you guys to see, because funny enough, Sarah, I knew that you guys were getting the upholstery tool, but I didn't know that you're actually getting the articulating tool. So how amazing is this? Both the duster and the upholstery tool twists. What does that tell you? It means if I'm going in this direction, I can go like this. If I decide to go up, instead of me twisting my wrist, all I have to do is twist here, and now I can get my ceiling fans.
How about that?
Maybe you want to get behind your couch, because you know behind your couch, right, is going to be more hair and dust. Well, if I do it like this, my handle's going to hit the wall. But that's okay, because you're going to twist it this way, and you're going to be able to get back there, and you're not going to hit the wall, because you have the tools that articulate so that you can clean anywhere, anytime.
This is like everything you want, right? It's everything you want in a vacuum. Sometimes, sometimes we present vacuums and you're like, oh, but now you're going to need to buy this, or now you're going to need another handheld vacuum to do the things that your floor vacuum won't do. What if you just had one tool that did it all? And think about your carpets. Your carpets are one of the biggest investments you have made in your home. If you're not regularly cleaning your carpets, if you're not deep cleaning, then you're probably missing a lot of the dirt, a lot of the debris, and over time, that can actually break down your carpet fibers. Your carpets will last longer if you keep them cleaner. There's a good chance your vacuum right now is not doing the job. In fact, that's why we also encourage you to do the Shark Challenge when you get this home. So I'm going to show you again two of my favorite technologies. First of all is the floor technology. It senses if I'm on bare floors or carpeting or linoleum or tile or runner, anywhere you are, it senses the type of floor and it tells the vacuum how much power I need. Right now, we're just moving right along. We're doing the bare floor. Listen carefully. You hear that? It just went into like that next gear, right? It's like when you're driving your four-wheel drive up a mountain. You got to kick it into low gear, and that's what's going to get you up the hill. And then you get the second technology, which is also brand new. It has suction forward and backward. So it's not leaving a pile behind. It's not blowing things into a corner. It's actually cutting your vacuum time in half. Wherever you go, you get really deep suction. It really digs down into that thick pile, and you get all those great carpet lines. You get all those beautiful, gorgeous colors back, and you get the life back in your carpet. You get something that is going to last and last and last. It does come with a 5-year warranty, but of course with Shark, you make a small investment and you will have years and years worth of cleaning. This is the one that everybody wants today. This is the Shark that you've been waiting for. It's all the upgrades. It's still under $200. And I love reading those magazines where they review vacuums, and I always read them because I'm like really curious. So what's out there? Well, sometimes the top rated vacuums, well, sometimes they're over $500, $600, $700, $800. You know what's always in the top level when it comes to highly reviewed customer favorite vacuums? It's Shark. And Shark is at a fraction of the price of some of those other vacuums out there. You don't have to spend a fortune. You just have to be very smart and need to know where to shop. And a lot of you know HSN is the place to go for all of your name brands. So here's a quick update. We have 2 colors. Over half the quantity that we started with is now gone. We already sold out of one of the colors. Okay, this is the next color to sell out. We're calling it Purple Ash. We have fewer than 1,900. This is basically like a soft gray color. But we make it sound fancy. We call it Purple Ash for ordering purposes. This is your Blue Iris. We also are very, very busy on the blue. It's like a classic blue. You're getting everything that you need. You get all the attachments that swivel, that pivot, that give you all the perfect accessibility that you're looking for. You also get the odor neutralizer. I'll tell you what, my vacuum does not have that. You dial it up when you need a little extra fresh scent around the house. It's got the HEPA filtration system. It has a massive canister. So if you're really lazy and you don't want to empty your canister very often, I could honestly vacuum my little 2-bedroom apartment. I could probably vacuum for weeks before I had to empty that darn thing. And then that filter below, that's easy to clean just with the water right out of your kitchen sink. Here's what you need to do. You need to jump in line. And I don't want you to miss out because I know a lot of you, having a great vacuum is really important. If you're the one who does the vacuuming in your home, I would say, then you're the one who gets to decide what kind of vacuum you're going to buy, right? You should not be putting up with a vacuum that is old, that is clumsy. I've even had to convince my own parents, like you guys, it's really time for a new vacuum. And you know what? You can get a really great brand and you can get a really great price at HSN. I think my mother hung on to a vacuum for like 50 years. I'm not kidding, Megan. That vacuum had seen better days. And I said, you know, there's a lot of really cool technology out there. You could actually have a vacuum that goes forward and backward. Let's pause for a moment and talk about that, Megan, because I think that was the most shocking thing to me, that we were introducing that technology. I thought all vacuums vacuumed and had the suction when you go forward and backward, but that's not the case, right? Can you explain that to everybody?
Yes, I can. And you're right, it's not the case. Here's the thing. We all know that when we vacuum on a hard floor, things would scatter. So engineers said, you know what, let's add this skirt behind the suction so that things can't flip out behind. Well, the problem with that is when you back up, that skirt also stops the dirt from behind from getting to where the suction is. That's where the Shark engineers came into play. Remember, they have over 3,000 patents with new technology. They figured out, well, if we just make this mobile, where it's flexible and it can move from one direction to the other, that means when we work in reverse, we'll be able to allow that dirt to come through, or in this case, hair to come through, so that when I tilt this back, right away I'm gonna be in carpet mode because I leave mine in detect. I'm gonna go forward and you're gonna watch that hair disappear, but now look at, I'm gonna go backwards. And the hair is gone. I go forwards again. I'm doing the same pattern that we all do on our homes, except now we're a little bit smarter. Now we're aware of the fact that before we weren't necessarily picking up the things that were on the floor. I want you guys to look right here. We're on carpet. There's that floor detect. I'm going to move right over onto the wood, like so. And did you see it flip? It went all the way to the other side because it's showing now we're on the hardwood floor. Both of those technologies are because of that IntelliSense sensor, something that I have never offered to you as a today's special, but yet you are going to have today at an insane deal. When it comes to the engineers at Shark, they are always innovating. They're always looking at what your issues are and how to make them better. And Sarah, just like you, my dad is probably watching right now. He watches all of my airings. He's an electrical engineer, and he just fixes everything. He doesn't buy anything new. So when he came over to my house, he's awesome. He loves to clean my house for me because I have boys and it's always, you know, getting all messy. My dad gets out my sharks, and every time he goes, wow, that is amazing. And I always say, Dad, what? He goes, it just picks up so much. I'm like, Dad, you know this. Every time you come to my house, you use my shark. He's like, I know, but it blows my mind because it just gets so deep down. And when it comes to the hair, I mean, this has been all over my house growing up. My poor mom, every vacuum cleaner was covered in hair. My hair used to be all the way down to here. We don't have to worry about that anymore because now we have those Hair Pro 360 brush roll that is self-cleaning. So even though my canister's getting full, I've already done a bunch of dirt and debris and whatnot, I can kick this back, and I know that now I'm gonna have this clean brush roll. Why? Because every time it rotates, it's actually cleaning itself. If I can show you really quick why that is. Do I have time, Sarah?
Yeah, you've got plenty of time.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna come back here. All right, and I want you guys to see this because this is the story of my life, right? This is my hairbrush every single day. I feel like I'm constantly shedding, but it's also our bristle brush on our vacuum cleaner. If this looks familiar, then I already know when you get your Shark Detect home, you're gonna be blown away because this is a problem of the past. You see all these bristles? It grabs onto the hair, but then it doesn't let the hair go. So then it gets stuck and it gets wrapped up. It wears and tears your motor and it breaks your vacuum over time. When I see those bristles, I think of a broom. And whenever you sweep, you'll notice that I'll come along here and I'll sweep and I'll sweep and I'll sweep. And what you're gonna see is that there's gaps because these bristles are only so big. They can only do so much. Even if I sweep harder, I still have all these gaps. Well, introducing the 360, it has a squeegee on it. That means we're gonna make direct contact from one side all the way to the other. So when I come through and I pull back, I can do this with confidence and know that my fingers aren't gonna be dirty because I'm not leaving anything behind, unlike the bristles. That is the magic of the 360 Hair Pro brush roll. And the fact that you add our shark suction, which we all know and love because it is so powerful, it's so strong, it can literally pick up 32 billiard balls. When you add that factor in, that's how I can tell you you're gonna get the best, most efficient clean you've ever had.
Well, actually, that was a great demo leading into a few of the floors that I have remaining because in our last 10 minutes or so, I really hope you're shopping. They're going very fast. And I can't leave a mess behind. You know, I don't know if that would be a good first impression, meeting this incredible crew here in Pennsylvania. So imagine those power fins. She basically just showed you that it not only vacuums and dusts and polishes the floor, it leaves them like almost like a beautiful glossy shine. So here we go. It's already detecting. I have bare floors. So you've got that first technology kicking in. It's also vacuuming when I go backwards. That's the second technology, but it's also polishing the floor at the same time. And you can see I'll carve a new path on the way back. New path on the way back. There's nothing left behind. There's not that awkward little spot that you have to go back and do over and over again. There's not that little pile of crumbs that ends up awkwardly in the middle of your kitchen floor. Look at that floor. That is the power of the power fins. That is that incredible brush roll that they're known for. All right, one more pile. I've been making cookies. I'm not a chef, but I do love to bake. And I can never have enough sweets around the house. But this is what happens, right? You open the pantry drawer. Look at how it just crushes, destroys, demolishes that pile. You don't have to pick it up first. You just let the shark do the work. There's a reason why it's called shark. It's a beast. It's a monster. It's the apex predator of the seas, and you will love having a shark around the home. I just don't want you to miss out. This is the color that is our bestseller. It is called Purple Ash, thank you. It's a fancy name for basically soft lilac gray color, but it really is fantastic. No matter what color you choose, you can't go wrong. It's also available in the blue iris. It's everything you need literally at your fingertips. You do not have to lift a finger because it is so lightweight. You can remove the canister. That's called the lift away, so that way you can take it with you. You can also remove each one of these segments at any point. The buttons are really easy. As Megan mentioned, I saw this vacuum for the first time about 15 minutes before our show, and I said, all right, I'll just have a quick look. Oh, that was easy. So now I can dust in the middle of my vacuuming project. I can remove the entire wand if I see something in the corner I can't reach with my vacuum, or I can go all the way up high, ceiling fans, cabinets, cupboards, you know, a little spider web. Something that's creeping and crawling around the ceiling. I can pop that back into place, and when I'm ready to put my canister away, I can go ahead and carry that right over to the trash can, and I don't have to buy replacement bags. You don't have to buy replacement filters. It does come with a HEPA filter on the inside, so it's everything you need for under $200. Here's what happened. This is a $400 vacuum that we're doing for $200 off. This is 50% off. You can basically buy 2 vacuums today for the price of 1 at retail, and no one has us beat on this one. This is why you come to Shark at HSN. This is why you wait for today's special. This is not every day. This is only today. This is our best value of the day. And if you want to try all these new high-tech features, you get all the upgrades for under $200. I challenge you to find a better vacuum at this price. You'll come back to HSN and you'll say, wow, so glad I got that vacuum while it was a today's special. I always say, wait for the today's specials for the vacuums. They're always the best deal. Anywhere else, you're going to spend about $400 at retail. And we've never before done those 2 technologies, the floor detection technology, the fact that it vacuums in reverse, the fact that it has more powerful suction than ever. It has the non-hair wrap brush roll. You will never bend down and try to cut the hair, the yarn, the string, the floss, whatever it is that's wrapping around and around that roll. I've had to clean out vacuums where I honestly, it probably was years that some of those items were spinning around that brush roll. And that's years where I wasn't getting the full power, the full efficiency out of a vacuum. It's really a perfect time to upgrade. You can still donate your old vacuum. You know, give it to one of the kids or donate it to a neighbor, drop it off at a charity or a school. They'll be so appreciative. But you deserve an upgrade today. You deserve, if you do the chores every single week, why spend more time than you have to? This cleans in half the time. With the forward and reverse vacuuming system, I think you're going to be absolutely pleased as punch to get it home. Enjoy the free shipping. Enjoy monthly payment plans. So that's 5 interest easy payments on any major credit card of choice. We take all major credit cards here at HSN. $40. $40, you can try it out. You know, you can't even get someone to clean your home for $200, Megan. I mean, maybe they'll come once, but they won't come back. Yeah. No one's cleaning for $40 these days, right? Give yourself a gift.
It's a one and done, where this, you're going to be able to do it over and over. I did want to show you one more time that reverse technology, because I feel like once you see it, you understand the importance of that skirt being mobile in the detect and being immobile in your vacuum cleaner. And when this is done, run to your vacuum cleaner. I want you to flip it upside down and find the skirt. The skirt's probably going to be there, but the problem is, does your skirt move? So I'm going to vacuum like we always do. It's a Shark. We compare Shark to Shark because we believe in our brand. We believe in our product. This is what we've been doing for, gosh, close to 30 years now. But every single day, our technology gets better and better. And this is a perfect example of that. We created the skirt to fix a problem, but unfortunately we created a new problem. Going in the reverse, this is what was being left behind, and even when I took it off the wood, even a little bit was left behind there. When I say reverse technology, I mean that is now a problem of the past. I turn it on, it's gonna detect right there that I'm on high hardwood floors. By the way, LED lights are a must. They make sure that you see absolutely everything. Now when I go in reverse, I'm cutting back in that same line, and as I go forward, I'm just gonna pick it up, and there's my magic trick. My magic trick is that there's no pile of dirt, and I'm so impressed with this unit that I'm gonna pull it back, and I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna get all the stuff that was left behind so that I can truly tell you, Sarah, this is the most advanced Shark that I have ever offered at HSN.
That's so impressive. Megan, do you have any final last words before we sign off until later?
Well, I want to say congratulations to everybody that got their burgundy home. Purple ash is my absolute favorite color. And if you want to be in control of your clean, if you want one tool that can do your entire house, whether it's on the countertops, up high, down low, in the grooves, in your car, inside, outside, then this is your Shark that you have been waiting for.
And Megan, congratulations. Thank you so much. Good to see you, my friend. She's all the way in Florida. I'm up here in Pennsylvania, and it doesn't matter where you live. We all make a mess. We all got to clean it up, and we all got to do it. The best vacuum your money can buy right now. Best value anywhere in the market. It's right here at HSN. You're saving more than you're spending. It's about 50% off retail, and I know you're going to be thrilled. And you might actually look forward to vacuuming. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Tamara's up next.
First to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Sign up for when to watch emails and we'll let you know when they'll be live on air. Simply go to your HSN account to update your communication preferences and select your favorite brands. Or sign up directly at the bottom of a product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN. Customize your shopping experience with when to watch emails today.
Celebrate without limits this June at HSN. Express your unique beauty, wear all kinds of beautiful shines. Explore what's next and best with over 20 beauty brands starting at 20% off. Plus exclusive brand launches, bonus buys, and beautiful deals. Shop and